Meanwhile, let's talk about something else. So the COVID-19 pandemic, pending court cases and opposing interpretations of the role of Parliament in amendment of the Constitution through popular initiative could derail what was expected to be the June referendum as outlined in the Building Bridges implementation metrics. With talk of October 2021 as the new likely referendum date, the two chambers of Parliament are expected to adjourn tomorrow in compliance with the stricter COVID-19 guidelines issued by President Uhuru Kenyatta last Friday, even before making a decision on the Constitution Amendment Bill 2020 currently before the bicameral legislature. But, as Francis Gashuri reports, drafters of the BBI bill insist parliamentarians cannot alter the document's content and can only approve or reject it as it is.
In November last year, during an MP sitting with President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga in Naivasha, the Building Bridges implementation matrix was unveiled, culminating in a series of constitutional amendments through a popular initiative. But the BBI journey could be facing turbulence, the stringent COVID-19 pandemic management measures affecting the process that is currently in the two chambers of Parliament.
That with the concurrence of the parliamentary leadership of both houses of Parliament, the ordinary sessions of the august House, including those of their committees, are hereby suspended until further notice.
The National Assembly and Senate afternoon sessions tomorrow convene to deliberate on the proposed alteration of House calendars.
I think a lot now will depend on what happens when Parliament meets in terms of whether they are going to adjourn their sittings and when they are likely to vote the bill.
According to the BBI implementation schedule, Parliament was supposed to dispense with the Constitutional Amendment Bill 2020 between 20th February and April 5th, but members are yet to vote on the proposed constitutional changes, with the Joint Committee on Legal Affairs seeking more time to, among other things, seek expert opinion on the bill's content.
We are therefore, sir, asking for more time to comprehensively consider the bill.
I counted the number of lawyers in the Senate, in the National Assembly, in these two committees. Cumulatively, the lawyers in these two committees have got 250 years of practice. Cumulative, 250 years. Which other lawyer in Kenya do we need more than 250 years to do this for us?
In fact, it is almost getting to a position where we may request the committee to be dissolved, Mr. Speaker.
Talk of attempts to reopen the BBI document to, among other things, review distribution of proposed additional constituencies, triggering suspicion.
The discussion out there today in the media is whether there is disagreement between Jubilee and ODM, between handshake partners, yet it is these members who have issues.
Why do they want an extension? Is there a problem in the committee? What are the reasons? Because, Mr. Speaker, we are reading a lot.
A referendum, according to the BBI schedule, was to be conducted by 6th of June this year. That date now doubtful, even as some members of the Joint Legal Affairs Committee insist on a greater role for Parliament.
Why do they expect Parliament just to become a voting machine? And we are an important arm of government.
There is talk of a plan to shift the referendum date from June to October this year to provide time for resolving outstanding issues, among them pending court cases contesting the BBI process.
Because in the interim, the courts have told IEBC not to make those preparations. So when those two matters are resolved, the outcome will be dependent on how much time is left. But people are also now beginning to talk about the fact that the budget is coming and that I don't know how long the House would have to take to debate it and pass it. All those are determinants.
Drafters of the BBI document maintain that Parliament's role in the popular initiative was limited.
It will never be a bill for the county assembly. It will never be a bill for Senate or Parliament. So none of them have the right to change somebody else's proposals and propose it anyhow. All you can do is say whether you agree or you don't agree in its entirety. Even if Parliament says they don't agree, the final word is the people.
Francis Gashuri, Citizen TV.